Hey, welcome back. You found me over at Utterly Cluttered. This is space 9 out of 12, my laundry room. So, a little history on this laundry room. We moved in, and the washer and dryer were right where you see them. Behind that, there is a wall. I don't know. There's just the boards up the framing. The wall is framed out for a separate space. And then behind, like where the camera is, there's a little concrete jut out. And so we just decided to take that space and call it the laundry room. It's huge. It's bigger than a laundry room would be, I'm realizing now. And I was like, wow, nice big laundry room. This is awesome. I love this. So that was our laundry room. So the problem I have with this laundry room, I think, is that it's too big. And I never thought that would be an issue. But I'm realizing through decluttering and really managing my space and getting better at this stuff that if you have too much space, stuff just collects there and it doesn't turn out well because you're trying to use the space for like multiple different functions and it just doesn't work. There's my kitty. Look at my little white kitty. He passed away now. I miss him so much, but he's in this video and I think it's so cute that he's just running around. Anyways, so this laundry room has a lot of space. We tried to double it with the desk on the side there on the right. And I thought that the kids would come down here and they would play and do their little crafts and, whatever they wanted to do, maybe do their homework down there. I was completely wrong. This space is a hallway in the sense that the whole basement is like a loop around basement, which was our doing. My husband put like a divider wall up. And so you could just, if you had, what do you call those, skates or something, you could roller skate the loop around. And I think that's cool. But what it essentially does is it turns everything into a hallway. And you don't have like the walls to really set up the space nicely because you can only use the sides. And I don't think I care for that. So I thought I did. I always thought I wanted a house with a loop in it. I really don't. I don't like hallway spaces. I don't like it when you have to walk through one space to get to another space. I know it's inevitable in, you know, just about every floor plan. You do have to walk through somewhere to get somewhere else. But the laundry room being a hallway isn't working for me. So what happens is everything piles up, things get piled up on the sides, and the kids don't come down here and use that desk because it's always piled up with stuff. And then every time something is brought down into the basement, it's like, oh, I'll just throw it in the laundry room. And it's just a big mess. So that's what we're here to clean up. I've got a mountain of laundry. It seemed like there was always mountains of laundry. It was a horrible setup. I wish I could point. I need a pointer. So I've got the mountain behind me, and then there's the washer and the dryer. But when I take stuff out of the dryer, I have to come back around to this table. Maybe I'll use an arrow and put it in there because I feel like I'm pointing while I'm voicing this over, and you can't see me do that, so it doesn't work. But then I'd bring it out of the dryer and put it onto that table, and then it would just be a big mountain on the table. And then if somebody needed clothes, they'd come down and dig through the mountain, and then everything's all over the floor, and then the cycle just starts over. So this terrible setup wasn't working for me, and I just needed to get some of this crap out of here. There's just stuff all over. It's like the story of my whole house. There's just stuff everywhere. It's like lifetimes of stuff that just never had decisions made about it. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I can't deal with this anymore. I need to get this stuff out of here. And, that's what this whole series is about, is taking down the vast amounts of stuff so that I can utilize my space better, have more free time. It's just crazy. This tote here was a whole tote full of like kitchen stuff. I don't actually know why I would have boxed it all up, but it looks like packs of tea and like cookie cutters and stuff. Probably because there wasn't space in the kitchen. I don't really know. Jars. Like I don't have space for things, so it ends up into totes and then the totes get put somewhere and it's just a vicious cycle. It's such a vicious cycle. So sprinkles, this is such a random tote. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know either. Like, it's just it's really difficult when you think you're saving this stuff. I was just explaining this to my daughter. So, like, I didn't make decisions in my younger days. I was like, I love that thing. I'll keep it. Or I'll need that thing in the future. Or, whatever. I can't find my scissors. So I'll go buy new scissors. Or I can't find my glue gun. Oh my God. I have so many glue guns. And I went and bought a new one. And it's like, if I would have not kept everything for a rainy day or just in case or whatever, if I could have just utilized all the things that I actually used and displayed the things that I actually liked and, just actually made everything functional instead of kind of hoarding this stuff that I thought I might use or I felt guilty about or like future me stuff, I wouldn't have this problem now. And now, instead of making those decisions as I went along, now I have to make all these decisions basically at the same time. And I have to work through my entire house trying to make decisions about everything. And I'm looking at it saying, why did I keep this? What was the point of keeping this? I don't even know what this is. Or I don't have the rest of this thing. Why would I save this piece? So it's just really difficult. So we went through the separate blankets that we have. It was this whole white shelf and then this little brown cabinet just full of blankets, like blankets from when all the kids were little and blankets that I got for different holidays, just blankets. I don't know. We have a ton of blankets. I don't really know why. I love blankets. That's why. But realistically, like some of these we don't use. I don't know why we felt the need to save so many or why we're bagging these up right now. Like the little one, the green one has bats on it. That's cute. But the tie-dye one, that's not significant to anything. I don't know why we're keeping it and bagging it up like this. But we did, and we've got a tote now of these like vacuum sealed blankets. But there were quite a few that I ended up getting rid of, which was good. And the decision making was getting easier as we went along. There's my little stalker kitty up there. I bought this hook from Amazon. It should hang from hopefully somewhere over my table here that you can't see because it's loaded up. I don't even know, maybe there or further down this way. I'm gonna try to get it up wherever I can that's not gonna interfere with things, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with it. That's how it looks. It's not the greatest. It's a little unlevel. It was a pain in the ass to get up. I don't know if this was a good idea. It hangs so low. The table's right here and the coats are right here. So I don't know if I like this. The purpose was to get the coats put somewhere because we didn't have a spot for them. I don't have money to spend $30, $40 on a coat every year. So a couple years ago, when the season was over and the coats went on clearance for like $5, I bought a bunch of coats for the kids in different sizes, so I had extras. My little daughter's in this size right now, which I don't even know what this was. I think this is a size bigger. This is my older daughter's coat, and this is way too big. But I'm not getting rid of them because they're cheap. We have them. They're in great shape. I know that my son's got a few floating around. I think that's it. But for right now, this is fine. It got him up off the floor. I do think it's a little low, though. I thought it would be quite a bit higher. I'll move it if I need to or make my husband do it because it was a big pain in the ass. But at least there's a spot for coats now, and that's really what I was looking for. Plus, I have another hook. It was a 2-pack. I might hang one there above the washer and dryer. And then if I need to hang something up that can't be dried, I'll have a spot right there. And actually, I think I am going to do that. That's a good idea. Okay, I'll do that, but not right now because my hand hurts from screwing those things in. Here we go with this again. The mountain of dirty laundry has transformed into a mountain of clean laundry. So now it needs to get dealt with, separated. One of the biggest issues I have is separating out the laundry because there's nowhere to like stage the baskets. Because it's a hallway type space, I can't spread the baskets out all over the floor and separate everyone's clothing, which would make it so much easier. And I'm having my son take the baskets of clean clothes upstairs right now so I can get them folded. But even upstairs, if I fold this huge mountain of laundry, it's all over my living room then. And then the kids will put it away sometimes. They're okay about it, but the whole system needed to be revamped. And that's really where I was going with this, was like my system wasn't working and I needed to redo everything. Here we are at this desk. This desk was, like I said, just a junk pile. So we're going to sort through everything and see if we can find the desk under this pile of junk and figure some stuff out. It's difficult too, like when the kids start school, because it's like, I know I have binders and I have notebooks and I have pens and pencils and everything they need, but it's here in this pile somewhere. And how do I get to it? So it's just a crazy mess. So I'm going to throw some music on and we'll get this sorted out and we'll talk. So here's what I did. I got this all organized. So this is like school supply stuff. So it's colored pencils and like tools, crayons, markers. That's like different tools, scissors and calculators. This is glue and then pens, pencils, erasers. And then I've got like extra little pads of paper here and binders and notebooks and folders. And then these are just little craft kits, things that the kids didn't do. Then up here, I've got this just because it's big. This has the sheets for the light bright and the pegs for it. The kids said they do want to play with it, so I kept it. This is the rainbow loom stuff. This is beads and bracelet making things. This is still kind of junky. That's not done yet. These are all activity books and like this kind of stuff. And this board, like a drawable board. And then construction paper, just paper to color on, whatever. This isn't done yet. And then we've got the rest of this to work on.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like, about you I like.
Pillows up there, except for that one. All blankets, and those are throw pillows. I don't use those a lot, but when they get dirty, I like to swap them out. So I do have like 3 or 4 of them. Blankies, bigger blankies. That's an open spot. That's an open spot. This mess is all empty containers from all the different things that I've been working on. That mess is what my son just did. This in here, these are kind of cool. You wrap up the sheet sets in these. So once I get the kids' sheet sets together, I'll put these around it to hold it all together. And then those will get stored in their room, so I don't need to keep them down here. These are little baby receiving blankets that we're sentimental about. So I don't know what to do with those, but they're fine in here for now. That's our air mattress. Those are all curtains that are like new, basically. And then I've got a little extra space and an open shelf in here. This is just a baby blanket. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. I haven't looked in those yet. These are blankies that I have to decide about. Got some packaging material to put away. Those blankies can go upstairs. This is a bag of blankies. I'm probably getting rid of most of them. We kind of poked through them quick, and I think those are all going. This is empties, and this is a get rid of pile, and then a trash bag. So overall, I think it's going pretty well. I had quite a bit of clothes in like the corner. Those I just threw in the laundry because they've been sitting on the floor for a while, and we don't keep like laundry down here anymore. This was all just overflow stuff from when we did. So we have a different system now where we, everybody has a laundry basket in their room, and I do their laundry, keep it all together. I don't mix it anymore. So that's been keeping the laundry room area nicer, and the table doesn't pile up anymore. So that's working, and I think once I get this decluttered, it'll be a lot easier to maintain it.
Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey!
All right. Trash and recycling, that's gotta go. That is a small bucket of random crap that I'm not sure what I'm doing with yet. Got a few things to sort here. This looks like all sewing felt stuff. This is crap that needs to go upstairs. This is gonna go with my cookie cutter stuff. This junk is, oh, there's a bunch of bags there. I'll have to grab those. Stuff I think my daughter was getting rid of. These I have to find a home for. These are just extra backpacks. I'll put those over here for now. These I've got to have my husband help me with because they're blankies and we're sentimental, probably too much. And then this rug has a lot of cat puke on it. It is an indoor-outdoor rug, so I think when my husband gets home, I'm gonna have him help me take this outside so we can wash it. And then I want to shove it that way a little more so that it encompasses the little crafty kid area. And it's curled up over there. And that has always drove me crazy. Drove me crazy. I don't know why I said it like that. He went to the hardware store. I am having him look for some paneling that I can put on that wall there just to kind of separate this so your eyes don't go straight through. And then this will look a little bit more finished. I think that this is all looking really great. I'd say we're like real close to being done. It's all fairly well organized. We emptied out quite a few totes. We had, what, 6 boxes of get rid of stuff? 6 boxes that we decluttered. I'll have to go through them and fold everything up and make it look nice and then get it out of this house. Can you put that pillow on her bed? And then we've got a whole huge stack of empties again, which is great. The more empties we have, the more crap that I'm getting out of my house. This table basically stays clear, and at some point I think I'd like to swap it for like counters and then a countertop, or one of those things that the baskets slide into. I don't know, but I feel like I don't need this table down here. It's kind of big. That's our winter stuff. That's my little son's like clothes that are out of season or too big or whatever. That's it for now. Good job. I'm making dinner right now, but I decided since the water's boiling, I wanted to come down and just poke through this pile that I have here because this is like the laundry room is basically done. I got to go through those 2 totes, but I need my husband's help. And I've got clean clothes sitting here that I got to take up. But it's basically clean. The kids have been crafting and getting through all the kits and stuff, so it's only been a couple days. It's great. Anywho, this pile is like the last chunk of the laundry room, but this pile also comes over here to this side, and then it infringes on my, what do we call this? The lower lounge, where we have like exercise equipment and junk like that. So I kind of avoided it when I did this area with the TV and the exercise equipment. If I avoid it doing the laundry room, I don't know what space it goes with. So I've got, I don't know, a couple minutes before the water boils. I'm just going to poke through it quick. I'm probably not going to film a lot of it because I don't have my tripod. Oh, I do have my tripod. All right, well, I'm going to stop here. I'm honestly not sure about the stuff in these things. I didn't even get to that tote, and that just needs to get dumped. But this stuff, I'm pretty sure, is donate stuff. And then I had a couple, like, paperwork boxes. So I'm pretty sure my water's boiled. So I will stop there, because some of it just doesn't look like it's supposed to be, like, donation, get rid of stuff. And then I have a small garbage box I've got to get out. It's not bad. I got to go up and get supper going, and then that's good. That's all I can do. Thank you so much for watching. That is all I have for you today. If you made it this far, I'm so grateful for you. Please put a broom or some sort of cleaning product in the comments if you want to help me out, but you don't actually want to make a comment. Just throw a little emoji in there, and then I know you watched to the end. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss part 10. I'll pop up a few other videos you can watch between now and my next upload, and I will catch you next mess. Bye.